Hi, this is Sitima Fowler, co-CEO of Capstone Information Technologies. Capstone is a provider of IT support services to small and medium businesses. We're also a Microsoft certified partner specializing in Office 365 migrations. So one of the questions we get asked a lot is Office 365 migration. What's involved? What to watch out for. There are some horror stories out there, but I'm here to tell you that if you plan and prepare properly, migrating to Office 365 is not a bad experience, and it can be quite seamless. So I put together 6 things that I want to talk to you about in order to prepare for a easy transition to Office 365. First, you want to make sure that your internet connection is not too slow. Moving your email for the very first time to Office 365 is going to put a lot of pressure on your internet connection in 2 ways. First, your initial migration is going to take longer the more email that you have because you're going to be uploading it, and there's more chance of it actually something going wrong. So one of the things that we advise is perhaps you can do some cleanup of your emails, but also make sure that you have proper email connection. And even after you transition to Office 365, you're going to be now accessing email over the cloud. So that's one thing to make sure you're properly aware of. Second thing is the mailboxes are too big. Office 365 gives you 50 gigabytes of space per person, so that's a fairly large email box, but we still recommend that this is a great chance to do some cleanup. So if you're one of those people like me who never delete an email, this is a chance to clean up your email box and start fresh. The third thing is communications with the end users. It's really critical that users know that this project is happening and what to do, like maybe 5 days before, 4 days before, all the way leading up to day 0, maybe on Friday before they leave for work, exactly how should they leave their computer, and so that they know that the migration is going to happen over the weekend and what to expect when they come back in on Monday. Normally we will, when we do a migration, we will have training videos set up. So we have a campus on our website. We have an Office 365 suite of training videos. You may want to do the same so the end users know exactly what to expect. You may also want to engage in a round table, like a actual walking around on the day of after the migration, to go around to each user, make sure everybody knows what's happening. That will reduce a lot of anxiety. The next thing you want to look out for is what we find is people struggle with if there's incompatible versions of Office, Microsoft Office, existing Microsoft Office licenses. So if you have 2010 or earlier versions, you just want to make sure that you read up and know what is compatible with Office 365 and the current versions with Office. The next thing we want to see, what we see a lot of anxiety about is what licenses should you buy of Microsoft Office licenses. There are many different options, and they all range for different pricing. And for charities, there's a completely different pricing. For educational institutions is different, and then businesses are different. And per user, you can mix and match. If a user needs email archiving functionality or Microsoft Access, it's a different license than somebody who perhaps just wants email. So it's good that you ask and find out about all the different licensing that there is, and you get the proper licensing, but you don't want to find out later that you thought you had a capability and you really don't, and get the user upset. And lastly, the 6th thing I want to talk about is when you do the migration, You really don't want to skimp on this part. You really want to work with a company that has done hundreds of these and knows the pitfalls and can prepare your organization properly. For Capstone, we have done hundreds of these migration, and we've also developed our own tools that allow us to do the migration literally over the weekend. We can get everything ready in parallel while your users are still working on your current email platform. We're already gotten the entire Office 365 set up, and then we'll migrate them over at once. And then we have training to set you up with how to use Link properly, how to use OneDrive, how to set up SharePoint. All these things we have experience with, and when we can set up your organization so it's a smooth experience. For more information, you can go to our website, www.capstoneitinc.com, and I look forward to answering some of your questions.